Hello, everyone, and welcome to another segment of the Unitech Training Academy CEO Spotlight Series. My name is Noah Brandon, the CEO of Unitech Training Academy, and today we have with us Ms. Deborah Robicheaux, the Medical Assistant Instructor at our Houma campus. Welcome, Deborah.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to Unitech?
Sure. I am married for 7 years. I have 3 children, 4 grandchildren, 2 dogs, and 4 chickens.
Chickens, okay.
Chickens. I am a certified medical assistant for 30 years, a certified phlebotomist for 30 years, and also a certified hypnotherapist for 5 years.
A hypnotherapist?
Yeah, hypnotherapy.
Tell me about that.
I went back to school for hypnotherapy. Well, it was a holistic practitioner degree with a concentration in hypnotherapy.
Okay.
And I just kind of fell in love with hypnotherapy. And it really, the concept behind hypnotherapy is changing the conscious mind through the subconscious mind. So we kind of put you in a little trance. Maybe if you want to stop smoking, or if you want to lose weight, or if you want to, quite a few clients of mine I had one with trichotillomania, one didn't like to go over bridges, so those type of things.
That's so interesting.
Yes. So, and it's been very, very effective for them instead of taking medication or anything like that. So it's a very good alternative, complementary way of dealing with those things.
It's interesting.
Yes.
Good. So how'd you, let's build on that then. How did you take that and come to Unitech?
Well, I went to school. I was going back to school for hypnotherapy, and I was at home just going to school. And a friend of mine actually worked at Unitech, and she wanted me to guest speak on professionalism. So I went, and I really just enjoyed learning from the students and talking to the students. I also enjoyed just the atmosphere there, the vibe of Unitech. It was just somewhere I wanted to be, like literally wanted to be there. So a couple of weeks later, the director called me and asked me if I wanted a part-time job as the medical assistant instructor, and I'm like, absolutely. It just, in my life at that point, it was what I needed, and I've been there for 5 years. Not in the same position. I moved up into the program chair position, and I just actually love it. I'm still very excited to be there.
I love it. It's always so fun to hear how people came to
Yeah.
Unitech and what their path was.
Yeah.
Circling back, I'm curious about the chickens. Do you live on a farm or something like
No, no, not exactly a farm. We do have a large piece of property on the water, and
that? Somewhere where it's okay to have chickens.
yes, somewhere where it's okay to have chickens. And we built a house about 4 years ago, me and my husband, and we just like to play around in the yard with the chickens and the dogs, and
Yeah.
so we enjoy the lot. Yeah.
I love it. Well, that's good. Well, tell me about being a medical assistant instructor at Unitech. I mean, what motivates you in your job as a medical assistant instructor?
So I believe what motivates me a lot, well, all of those students motivate me constantly, but our day starts off with, greeting our students, which we love to greet our students. We kind of joke with them when they come in, make them smile. It gives them a little uplift before we get into class, and when we're in class, it is asking questions, telling stories. I like to tell stories about my experiences that I've had, because it opens them up for discussion, and they just start asking question after question after question, and then that's how they kind of learn. They remember those things. They're like, oh yeah, Miss Deb said this, remember that story. So and then we go into lab, and it's just they start to really understand what goes on when they do hands-on kind of things like venipunctures and looking in the microscope, and vital signs and EKGs and things like that. When they're working up their patient, we actually have a lab that it looks like we set it up like a clinic, to where it's an actual clinic that they work in. And just seeing that, and seeing the experiences they have when they do get it finally, is really rewarding to me. And that's a good day to me. That's a really good day to me.
Yeah, 'cause you really get to bring that real world experience you had. You've been in the
Yes.
field, and you get to just say, hey, this is what it's like. This is what you're going to
Correct.
expect, and you get to really work with them on real world application.
Applications, correct.
That's great. So let's build on that a little bit. What does success look like to you, right? Whenever you're in these labs, you're going through these processes, what does success look like to you in your role?
So I think everybody will say the student, when they succeed, we succeed, which is pretty much everybody says. But honestly, when you see them again graduating, that's one of them. But when you see them get a good job, or when you see them um, just have a really great life after the fact of leaving Unitech, that's evidence of my success. And but having the students succeed would be when I succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fun to see them transition and grow.
Correct.
I know when I was a campus director, I get pulled a lot to go get stuck, and they would try to draw my blood.
Yeah.
A lot, and I'd usually let them. I just told them I can't be in your first 10,
Right.
which would be okay. And everybody did well, and it was fun to see them to get so excited, and
Yeah.
you get to see the light bulbs go off, and that's
Yes,
really fulfilling.
absolutely. It's just really rewarding to see them put what they learned from in the books or when we're in class to a real life situation, when we go into the lab.
Yeah. So what do you believe is an aspect that you bring to the class that is unique, that adds value to our medical assistant program?
I believe I bring a sense of family to the Houma campus. A lot of times our students don't have a lot of support at home, and we are their support. And that's a really great thing about Unitech is we do support you throughout your whole entire program. Even after you leave the program, we support you by helping you, find a job. And even when you have the job, if you have questions, we're still there. So I believe I bring a sense of family. They all know, staff, everyone, students know that I'll be there if they need me for any reason. I think that was proof with the hurricane,
Right.
that we went through. So our staff and students really held up really well.
Yeah, I mean, from everything I've heard about you and my interaction with you, that makes so much sense that would be the answer you give, family, because everybody, when they talk about you, just talks about how you bring people together, how you're supportive, how you genuinely care about their success, you care about them, and that's not just students, that's also just your team members, that's everybody. I know you were very important during the hurricanes when the campus was ravaged, and
Yes.
now you had to be displaced in the mall just
Yes.
to continue teaching. How you were a central spot, you brought people together, and so I think that's really good that you said family, because I think that is something we strive for here, but you bring a unique aspect to it that there's no substituting for genuine care,
Yeah.
right? And I think that you have that, which is really special.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I would say that. What do you enjoy doing outside of work? What's a hobby that you like to do? What when you're not immersed in Unitech life, what do you do?
Me and my husband like to travel a lot. We do a lot of traveling. We do a lot of entertaining at home. Friends and family always doing something. I have lots of hobbies. I do have a little vineyard on the side of my house that we take care of.
A vineyard.
A vineyard, I call it my little vineyard. It's about 20 vines, so we take care of that.
So you're telling me the soil is right for a
Yeah.
vineyard in Houma, Louisiana?
Absolutely.
I'm learning something today. I'm gonna have to try something. I'm curious.
Absolutely. Come on down.
You're gonna have to send me
A bottle.
yeah, you'll do a bottle. I don't know if you mason jarred or what the operation is over there with the chickens. That's
But
good.
yeah, so we do that a lot. We kind of I have lots of hobbies. I love to make things, and I love to experiment with things. So
That's fun.
yeah,
Well, cool. Well, look, Deborah, I can't tell you how much we appreciate everything you do for Unitech,
Thank
for the
you.
students. Super valuable to us, and I can't believe you've only been here 5 years.
Yes.
It feels like forever.
it does. It feels like a lot longer, but I love it. I
Yeah.
just love it.
Well, thanks for coming here today and meeting with us.
Thank you.
And if you ever get a chance to meet Deborah, I highly recommend you take advantage of it. She's amazing.
Thank you.
Deborah, thanks again so much, and we will see you next time.